There we go. As we say, Peli in winner's side, just needs one set to take Tea Party. Bloom4Eva needing the reset as well, but let's see. We're going to get Sonic Bayonetta. The last game these two played, Peli was able to take it, but got a long few sets of many games to
Exactly. And I think like actually seeing the set record as well kind of highlights how huge it was that Peli got that win finally, and why he was so kind of emotive, why he popped off so loudly when he finally got it, because there's been such a long season rivalry that has never ended in Peli's favor, but today it finally did. And now in winner's side of Grand Finals, Peli has the best opportunity to finally get that tournament win over Bloom. But Bloom is a monster in UK tournaments.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that Bloom actually hasn't won a Tea Party yet.
Yeah.
The first Tea Party we saw, I think Bloom did get to Grand Finals, but it was the kind of the fairy tale story of Shanique, the
yes,
player,
exactly.
which was a big upset. I think we didn't really expect Bloom to lose. But even at that time, I feel like Bloom, when Bloom lost the tournament to Shanique Tea Party 1, Bloom was one of, I think at the time he was the best player, but he wasn't the kind of dominating top 30 worldwide UK player he is today. He's come on leaps and bounds. Obviously, second tournament went to Longo, and this time, you know, I feel like one of the few tournaments that Bloom's not added to the lengthy trophy cabinet. But as we say, 2 sets to play with for Peli here. I don't think we're going to see any character changes for Peli. I don't think we're going to see the DDD.
Absolutely not. No, unless things become incredibly dire, I think Peli is just going to ride this out with the Sonic because he knows he can do it. Finally, he had that confidence booster earlier today that said, okay, I can do it. Sure, Bloom went Lucario. You can maybe write off those games, but there was still Bayonetta involved in that set, which means he can absolutely take it. And even now, you might notice, Mo, Peli does hold a lead. It is a narrow one, but he is currently in the lead with a stock.
Yeah, I think we saw Peli get a couple of leads in the set versus Maze Beans, but it felt a little bit temperamental because Maze Beans had a falling anvil he could land with or a crazy diamond back air. I don't think necessarily Bloom's Bayo's really got anything like that up his sleeve, but I mean, I guess a few witch times, maybe some raw back airs, but yeah, as you say, we're seeing the Peli with a lead. He spins to win.
Sonic neutral, here we go. And of course, this is, in a way, it's tougher for Bloom to do anything about this because Bayonetta doesn't have any projectile that can drop down like an anvil or a burst option like minecart or anything like that. So it is harder for Bayonetta as an inherently slower character to actually find a way to catch up to Peli while he's doing this. Sure, he can sort of like guess options, but that's pretty much all he has, and what he has been doing. Like there, sort of was in the perfect position to get that grab, so was able to find a kill. But I'm still 77% tacked on, and certainly Peli just kind of keeps up that sort of game plan. It's going to be very, very tough for Bloom to find a way in.
Yeah, I speak with one or two of the other top players in the UK about why Bloom is so good. And I think the general feeling is that Bloom has just got this really good positional awareness.
Yes.
Like, he'll try and put himself in positions where he has the inherent advantage, and if he doesn't, he'll always try and readjust on the fly. That is, neutral at its core. And playing against Sonic, no matter the character you're playing against, can feel exhausting because he's so much faster than you. He's just running circles around you, and it's just a testament to Bloom that he can try and basically, I think it was a whiff punish. He did the downwards ABK to catch out a spin dash. Like, he just knows the right positioning at the right time, which is crazy in this sort of matchup when you're playing against the fastest character in the game.
Woo! And a huge F smash there from Peli, just going to even things right back up. But you're absolutely right, because what we were seeing from Bloom before that, and the reason that he was able to rob that lead back and keep it so even, is because he just positioned himself perfectly each time. He knew where Peli was going to land and said, okay, right, I will respond here, and I think he's going to land there, so I can just position myself in this place, respond appropriately.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like Bloom, if he's not going to whiff punish, he kind of has to try and force the issue. But yeah, that's the nature of Sonic matchups.
Absolutely.
Picking your spot can be difficult, but that's what Bloom does so well.
Of course, Peli still hanging on here, though. Not too much separated them both on the last stock. Finds a small little confirm there to get a bit of damage going. But Peli's still going to have to find another way in, but of course, still quite happy to play this much, much slower. Does not want to risk anything, and especially against a character like Bayonetta, who absolutely, if you let her, she'll catch you in the cutscenes, which is exactly what we're seeing now. A huge amount of damage being put on. Peli now on the back foot here as he's got to try and find a way in.
Yeah, ledge trap situation. Peli able to escape, going for the high spin dash, but Another little cutscene here from Bloom, 155. Bloom has had to kill at quite high percents, but it's not felt too laborious. It's not felt like he's just swinging and missing. Like, Bloom's just kind of playing the slow, methodical game, getting the damage when he can, not trying to swing endless back airs and missing. He's rarely swinging and missing. He's swinging and hitting a lot, I feel, in terms of the final killing blow, let's say. Okay,
and huge back within there, avoiding that neutral air, which could have been particularly bad news for Bloom. Grab does come out, but 180%, that's still not going to be enough to take Peli's stock away.
Ooh,
but
somehow.
the air dodge comes out. Again, Bloom just retreating on stage, put himself in perfect position. The witch twist comes out, but the spring saves Peli from disaster there.
That spring was so huge. Oh, but I think the fourth throw, is going to be enough to finish it. Peli acknowledging that with the nod in the camera.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle. You know, Peli obviously has that set to work with, but we might have, I think, what did that game go to? About 90 seconds left?
Yeah,
Gather around, folks. You know it, you love it. We're getting more brilliant UK Grand Finals, you know and love. But look, it's great to watch. These guys are so crazy in terms of the way they play off stage, the way they position around each other's moves. Like, it's not easy for Sonic sometimes to space around all the shenanigans of Bayonetta, so it's a real... they're really locking horns here for all parts of it, both neutral and advantage.
Yeah, and that is absolutely the thing. It's kind of what is most crucial about this matchup. It's just, putting yourself in the right place, even for both characters. We talked a lot about sort of Bloom being able to position himself, but it is true for Peli as well, because he needs to put himself in a place where he's not going to get caught by the cutscene that Bloom offers, you know, with those witch twists. But equally, he needs to get his own damage going. He needs to find his own hits, and sometimes that can be very, very difficult.
I do feel like there are moments, though, actually, as much as we've seen like a generally a slow-paced game, which you see from Sonic. Peli is kind of trying to like dance in and around, especially when Bloom's holding shield, trying to catch him with a few sort of rising up airs to catch Bloom coming out of shield, maybe going for a buffered option, but a bit more aggression from Peli in the CQC situations, but Bloom's just guessing right on these sort of RPS situations most times here, and the damage shows.
Yeah, exactly. And now, again, Peli just trying to find a way in, but there's that moment there where he tried to go for a grab, and it is just, instead, Bloom able to get the down air instead. Of course, Peli just on the back foot constantly. And with Bloom not choosing to approach either, it makes it even more difficult because you've got this huge deficit, and Bloom is not able to do, Peli's not really able to do much about it. He needs Bloom to approach, and Bloom's not doing it.
Yeah, 191 here. Oh, finally kills with Nair. It's killing with Nair is a rare sight sometimes to see for Bayonetta, but yeah, this is the thing. I feel like as much as like Bloom has needed to get Peli to like 190, 200% these last few stocks, it's not felt that laborious. I mean, I know the long cutscenes have been, there's a lot of hits that are being landed, but it doesn't feel like there's been that many neutral wins that Bloom's needed necessarily. I think the issue is like some Bayonetta players you see, they get to the 180 and they're just swinging. They just start doing smash attacks. Yeah. They start swinging back airs. They just start, there's almost a desperation to it. Bloom, he's almost not that bothered when they're at high percent. If it's like, I'd rather them be at 170 than 120. You know?
Absolutely, because he knows that at some point something is going to kill. Yes, Bayonetta doesn't have a lot of kill moves. You've got things like that up air, which just sometimes decides it's not going to kill. Obviously the forward airs can occasionally do so, but don't send too far. So your options are kind of like back air or, obviously your strong attacks like smash attacks. So as you say, a lot of Bayos will sort of just kind of get desperate and be like, nothing's killing, I need to go for something that's actually going to do it. So to either fish for the back air or to go for the smash attacks. But with Bloom, he's saying, no, you know what? I'll just keep backing on damage because I know if I get you to a high enough percentage, it's going to kill eventually.
Yeah, and we're seeing last 30 seconds or so, Bloom a little bit more passive, trying to get some more damage there, taking advantage of a ledge trap situation. But on the whole, Bloom happy to stay back a little bit more. Look at the percent lead. There's every reason to. And he's sort of asking the question of Peli. It's like, what you got? What you got for me? If I just sit in the corner or just sort of dance around and, play a bit passive, how are you going to unlock the door? And we'll see what Peli can come up with.
Yeah, and this is what we were kind of saying before about sort of Peli when he was facing Maze Beans, that when Sonic is at a deficit and like needing to find a way, it is so difficult for him, especially when the other player is also playing very, very patiently. Unfortunately, that's not going to help either.
I feel like, I'll be real, if you're going to SD at 196%.
Yeah.
That is the time where your execution needs to go a little bit foul.
But of course, now this is where it gets even more scary. It just kind of plays into our points before about how much more kind of an uphill battle it is for Peli, as he's just got to try and find a way in. But Bloom, he's not going to come anywhere near. He's going to wait for you to do something, and then he's going to witch twist you, and that's going to be a lot of percentage.
Yeah, Bloom mixing up. I'm kind of liking the sort of the different mix-ups between the sort of more passive and aggressive play.
Yeah.
Because we saw the 30 seconds or so of Bloom just kind of hanging back, just sort of thinking, and we're seeing just as now. But there was a few moments before where Bloom just went buffered side B, spot dodge, aerial. It was like there was the mixing up a bit of aggression. Keeping you on your toes, Smart.
Exactly.
Keeping you on your toes.
Exactly.
Am I aggro? Or am I passive?
Yeah. And like even here, okay, and Bloom is starting to go a bit more aggro, but sort of retreating back. And again, this is what we talk about positioning. You saw just to jump back to center stage into an immediate witch twist because he knew that Peli was going to land exactly there. Literally caught him in the air, as he was jumping. It's just a perfect position to get as much damage as possible. Finally, though, Peli does get that grab, finds the back throw as well, taking us down to that last stock. But now this is, again, it's down to Peli. So the keys are in his hand, and if he chooses to drive or not, if he chooses to engage, that's up to him, because Bloom is quite happy to sit back.
Yeah, seeing some good punish game there from Peli, but a slight reversal, I feel like, there from Bloom. Bloom trying to hold center stage, Peli charging up that spin dash.
Of course,
oh, wow, what a grab.
These percentages are quickly evening up as Peli is able to find his hits, and Bloom, again, this is where it starts entering the sort of zone of what am I actually going to kill with? Because a lot of my confirms stop working like that up till into the back air.
Oh.
But it is going to be, I think it's a neutral.
I'm going to go with aerial.
Yeah,
there was
an aerial of some
kill.
sort near the blast zone. And that will kind of do it.
Yeah, and of course, Bloom going up 2-0.
Okay.
All right, Peli's
there we
going,
go.
Peli's going beast mode.
That's a reinvigoration.
Peli's going Mr. Beast mode. Peli's going to cure 1,000 kids of blindness right now. It's going crazy.
All right, so this is, well, of course, the funniest thing about all this is that there's still a reset in hand. Obviously, Peli wants to win it in this set, but he still does have another chance to do so.
Yeah,
but the more games that happen, I feel is kind of the tougher it's going to get.
Yeah, I think I always find it interesting the kind of the psychology of the player who's in winner's side in this situation.
Yeah.
If the person you're playing against coming from losers is 2-0 up, do you kind of not throw the set because obviously there's no need to do that. But like, let's say for example, Peli puts his sweat and tears into like getting it to game 5, and then loses the game 5. And then we have to go to a second set. It's almost like those 2 games he won were kind of not a waste, but like they lost basically, because a new set starts.
Yes.
So in a sense, let's say, put it this way, if Peli wins 2 games now and brings it to game 5, there's a chance that it doesn't pay off. But if Peli wins 2 games in the next set, then he starts up, it's more, put it this way, there's less chance that it could all slip away from him.
Yes, absolutely.
But that stock is slipping away from him.
Yes, unfortunately, Peli getting caught up. But no, I think you're right. And I think, honestly, when you get to Grand Finals, it's such a, interest-cut mindset, because I talk a lot about on commentary, and I think it's an important part of Smash, about mentality and momentum. Because when you are playing with momentum, I think you can absolutely do anything in this game. And certainly, I feel like with 2-0 up, Bloom is playing with more momentum. Yeah, and it probably has the stronger mental than Peli right now. But as you say, there's also the kind of the flip side where Peli is like, okay, right, I lost that game, that set 3-0 perhaps, assuming that goes this way. But I still got that reset in hand, and now I can kind of calm myself and think, okay, this is what it's all to play for. Because in the back of your mind, in the winner side, you are always thinking about the chance that, it could go to a reset. But when you get to that reset, that's it. There's nothing else afterwards. It's either win or you lose.
Yeah. And solid DI there from Peli. It's another uphill battle. This game 3, we're thinking about what Peli's mindset might be for this set, but does get the F-tilt. I just think that the way that Peli sort of did the classic sort of slap and psych himself up, that says to me that he's going to try and close it out in this set. He's not throwing this first set, which I've seen some players do. I've seen some players, they'll get to winner side grands, and they'll almost use the first set. They might even go a secondary to try and get like a download on the other opponent's play style and put the onus on them. But Peli wants to try and wrap this up set 1, and who can blame him?
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously Peli does not want this to go to a reset. He wants to end this now. He wants to get his Tea Party win. He's gotten so close so many times. but he's never quite been able to grasp it. Now he's in the best position he's ever been in to actually get that victory at the end. And it's just this one bayonet in his way.
There's so many little things that we talk about that Bloom does like that are just crazy. Like he gets the sort of the positioning to kind of start a combo with the witch twist, the way he sort of finds himself in situations to get sort of jabs. Like he got like a parry in terms of like an aerial from Peli, I think, and then just knew immediately it's time to jab.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, and again, Bloom just sort of darting about, Peli finding a few small hits here and there, but nothing too meaningful. Tries to go for that forward smash, but just going to narrowly miss. And again, this is so tough with Bloom not choosing to gauge. The forward air does land, though. Bloom sent off to the blast zone, but still that stock remains. And Peli very much on the back foot, especially after being caught by his witch toast, leads to a huge amount of damage. Again, you can see in the player cam, Peli just sort of
Maybe it's going, the SDI is taking a toll on the fingers, you know?
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. I swear, if you have to fight Bayo like every week, you need to buy a new controller most times because you are going to mash that stick up sometimes.
And this is actually, genuinely, it's actually an interesting point about this matchup specifically because not only, you sort of have that sort of SDR a lot, so that is going to put a lot of strain. So I can almost see Peli just kind of taking a moment after this, kind of just to rest his thumbs because that is a lot he needs to do. But I feel on the kind of the other side as well, speaking about the characters, Sonic is a character that very much has a lot of strong tools and is very, very good in this game, but requires a kind of a sort of a firm mindset, a strong sort of mental at all times to be kind of technically precise with him. And the longer the set goes on, the kind of tougher that gets. So certainly, Peli, I feel like when you're kind of saying about how he wants to wrap this up, he certainly won't want to do it in this set because the longer it goes on, the tougher it is going to be.
Yeah, and I think that's testament to Bloom as well, because you know, if you're fighting Sonic, that can be as exhausting as anything as well. So I think Bloom will want to not be taking this to Game 5 in any sense. He'll want to wrap up 200%. Oh,
there we go. And that is going to do it. Okay.
Set 1 goes to Bloom. Peli had the win in Winners Finals. Bloom says, I'm going to 3-0 you in the first set. And the question on everyone's mind is, will he go Lucario?
I think at this point, with how strong Bloom was playing there as well, I think it is just going to be Bayonetta until the very end. Unless, again, unless Bloom starts to kind of have that sort of... I think if he goes 2-0 up, he might consider it just to give the Bayonetta a break. But otherwise, we are going to be riding this out to the end. Of course, Peli sticking with that Sonic. You saw him taking a moment as well. So just looking off to the side, thinking about what he needs to do.
I'm enjoying this expressive Peli today. Yeah. He's really kind of
very emotive Peli.
You can see it. I always like that in a sense for players. You can just sort of see how much these tournaments mean, and also just the sort of Peli sort of lost in thought, just thinking about all the hundreds of thousands of little micro situations that led to him getting 3-0'd, and it can feel pretty daunting sometimes having to come back from that. Because like you get 3-0'd by someone, I have to play them again. I have to play them in another set.
I got to do it all again, and especially when it's the best player in the UK as well, who has been one of my bracket demons for the longest time. Yeah, it is super tough. And again, this is what we were saying before about Peli just taking that moment to really think about what it needs to do. So whatever he's worked out, this is now game. It is time to finish it up because there are no more sets after this. There were no more chances. You can say okay, there was winners final. That is just there's a chance we might play each other after if I did lose it. Grand final, set 1. Obviously, there's the reset, but now this is it.
This is for all the marbles. And interesting so far. Kind of nickel and dime back and forth. There's a element to both players not trying to give any freebies to the opponent. You see there, Bloom a lot of sort of empty hops, a few sort of landing aerials there just from center stage, but so he gets the up tilt back air, not quite.
Yeah, Peli too high a percentage for that confirmed to work now. So Bloom gonna have to go for something else, a bit like that jab, which is certainly gonna do the trick, especially from center stage. Taking a moment again just to rethink of that. He's got Bloom at that high percentage, but he still needs to try and find the stock. And Bloom is just kind of each time, he says he's got the lead. So
he's chasing him. He's chasing him.
No.
There's no way. Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
Not quite.
Thank goodness.
Maybe another 20%, and that was a good night,
absolutely.
John Boy.
And I think it was good. A good bit of SDI from Peli as well, just to escape death from that. But again, he's still yet to find the stock, and you see that percentage has gone up dramatically on the Peli side as well. 93 already. Bloom at 136.
Oh.
The jab comes out, but Peli escapes it narrowly.
Here we go. Bloom hunting Peli down there. Feels like just trying to catch some of the sort of escape option disadvantage. Oh, has enough time to land back on the stage. Turn around, F smash in the other direction.
Enough time to jump over, get into position, and then wind up a forward smash.
Which time never gets old.
Okay, and again,
so much
Bloom
damage.
is just racking on the damage. This is looking so tough for Peli here. And you've got to feel for it because this is a 3-0 into potentially a free stock as well. Still, even with the forward throw, it's not the stock just yet, and Peli is nearing triple digits himself on his last stock.
And we're seeing as well, I think Bloom even ever so slightly, maybe not by design, but was almost a bit of planking there as well. Just dropping down with the up B.
Oh, that's it.
The turnaround as well.
Yeah, that's it. Enough rage to do the trick.
The thing that was so smart about that is that when Bloom did the witch twist, the up B, he reacted so quickly and made sure to do the B reversed up B to the point where he was actually facing in the direction towards the stage, which meant that he could fair, which was true, instead of bear.
Yes.
But that's such a quick reaction and positioning thing.
Yeah. Again, Bloom's perfect positioning just coming out in full force there. Going 1-0 up.
And Peli is looking for the answer.
Reflection right now. And
I don't blame him.
I do not blame him at all.
It's a tough one.
Because I get, like we said earlier, 3-0 in set 1 into a free stock. That is tough.
King DDD. No, never mind.
I think even with the DD, it's yeah. I feel like that's going to be a very different story, and not in a good way for Peli.
It's the sort of interesting juxtaposition between these two types of players, where Bloom is the kind of basically the random main extraordinaire, can play about 1,000 different characters, and there is a temptation, especially in a game like Smash Ultimate, where there's 80 different characters, of a lot of them with decent ranges of viability, and there's always a temptation. You get 3-0'd, you lose the first game of the second set 3-stock. Most players, I think, in that situation would be like, I need something else. Yeah, Kazuya Mishima title. But Peli is the, we'll stick with the Sonic through thick and thin. I feel like the DDD, as much as some fans may wish to make it a return, I don't know if I see it happening today or anytime soon, but yeah. But the point being is that I respect Peli in the sense that there's such a acceptance that, you know what, I can grind it out. I can still do this. I don't have to sort of reach for Hail Mary character picks.
Exactly. I mean, at this point, it's been 4 games with the Sonic. Of course, the other option that a lot of people haven't considered is that Peli has gone Mii Brawler into Bloom before and was able to take a game with it as well. So there's a chance.
There is a chance.
But, as you said, he is sticking it out with the Sonic for now, because if there's a character he knows better than anything, it is Sonic. And if there's a character he's going to win this tournament with, it is going to be Sonic.
That was outrageous, the way he had the perfect outer shield punish there from Bloom. Oh my gosh. People talk about these top players just have crazy reactions. I don't think it's necessarily that they just have great reactions. It's that they know, okay, so I'm in this situation, I've just shielded. Now here is the perfect, optimal, like double side B position.
Oh. No, not quite. Peli still hanging on. But this is, again, like, he's gone down a stock. And Peli...
he's lapping him a percent now.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, every single moment now is just being caught. And Peli's just not able to get any real meaningful damage. Like, this is Bloom leaving even stronger than the previous game, which was a free stock.
Yeah, Bloom is building even more momentum as the clock ticks on. I feel like Bloom is just so... There's a sort of hyper-awareness as to everything that every mix-up, every different angle that Peli's like, I need to try something slightly different. Bloom is ready for it. But
Yeah, that's the thing. And you can see it as well. In the play cams, it does always paint a very different picture, because Bloom is very just calm and relaxed. And when I see Peli getting here, I do kind of look in the player cam. I just see him sort of grimacing. He's worried. You can feel like his stock is just going to get obliterated instant if he's not careful. Like there, you can see there, kind of just sort of, kind of tilting his head back a bit. Oh. Yeah, he's definitely he's struggling here.
It's a tough one. It just feels like such an uphill battle here, but can get the up smash there.
There we go. And that's the kind of thing that Peli needs, work out what sort of options do work against those grounded side Bs. Because that is, as we said before, Bloom's one of Bloom's default options for getting combos started. Of course, sometimes just decides to go for a raw, like there.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I feel like that side B that Peli punished with the up smash, it was kind of a little bit, I feel, maybe a little bit of sort of complacency there from Bloom. Like, everything was going so well. Just kind of but, you know, it's an easy up smash punish if he does shield it. And there's every chance that Peli can shield the side B as he did there again.
Of course, and Peli.
And there again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Bloom's kind of almost starting to feel a little bit too relaxed. And if Peli can capitalize on that, get the punishes, we could see a different story, as Peli has definitely racked on a lot of damage very quickly. What was looking almost impossible a few minutes ago is looking more and more doable by the second.
The percent is rising. Great back of that. And there we go. With 3 stocks down.
65% on Peli. Only 65. Well, it was anyway before the witch twist. Oh, don't send it to the skies, Bloom.
Oh, sneaks in the back of there to get to stage aggressively. Another side B there being punished on shield.
And that is it. Oh, it's so tough.
Oh, God.
It's so tough. As again, look, Peli was doing kind of everything right there, I feel. He was playing really, really nicely. To take that to the last stock as well, after kind of how it was going initially, absolutely, he had the right ideas and the right execution, but just in the end, you've still got that option of the witch time coming out as well, which you can almost easily forget about.
I gotta say, if Peli wins this reverse 3-0, he's the rawest man I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
Because
deserves to win the next tea party as well.
He gets 3 tea parties for the price of 1. But yeah, here we go. We got potentially the last game of the tournament here if Bloom is able to continue the streak he's been on. Just as a reminder, this is the 5th game. He's won 5 games in a row here.
Yeah.
Is Bloom going to complete the rare 6-0 in Grand Finals? You know, the storyline at a lot of UK tournaments is, can Bloom win it? The answer is usually yes.
Yeah.
But it hasn't always been a tea party, so...
No, exactly.
I think he needs this last Infinity Stone to for the big UK major events.
And historically, when Bloom has been in that side of Grand Finals, he's not been able to seal it up, as we saw at Tea Party 1 with Shanique winning the entire tournament over Bloom. But here, it is definitely looking tougher and tougher for Peli. But certainly, again, like we talked about in the Meatballer, we talked about King DD, but we're still seeing that Sonic on the screens. And you saw as well, when the game started, Peli didn't even consider any other character.
Nah,
he said
Sonic.
It's going to be Sonic.
I think, to be fair, that should be the norm, I think, for most players. Yeah. I think it's just because we have Bloom, who is the sort of antithesis of that.
Yes.
Bloom makes us discuss what characters he's going to play. But, you know, most people, they have their specialisms. And, you know, Peli's not an outlier in that respect.
Yeah, and I feel like this was the right choice from Peli as well, because I feel like in that last game, there was something he worked out. He was definitely doing a bit better. Whether or not there was complacency for Bloom, you know, that could be argued, but certainly he took a pretty impossible game into something that was arguably doable.
Well, he took 2 stocks.
Yeah,
he took about maybe 40%.
Yeah.
I think he was on 65 when he spawned last stock, but he's on 195 now, Peli, which Bloom is no stranger to, so sweepstakes for what move can kill now from Bayo's kit. Possibly a jab, or there you go.
Oh, the jab, yeah, as
possibly,
you say it, as you
possibly.
say it. Okay, comes out. Bloom takes the stock away, but still at a fairly high percentage himself. So if Peli can get his hands on him, definitely could be seeing that stock sealed away in an instant. Does find the grab there, dives off stage, goes for the grab, going to try and interrupt. But Peli actually choosing to stay on stage, even after that first spring hit, just actually saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to retreat a little bit because I don't know what Bloom's going to do.
Peli sort of not overextending yet, still trying to... Ooh, another good up smash there. It works out.
Yeah, finding good uses out of that up smash, actually just to catch Bloom, whether he's on the floor or if he's in the air, it's a really good option just to catch them.
Oh, and the bat within, starting another combo there. There's been 2 situations now where Peli's... I think there was a parry where he was on the wrong side and basically whiffed his grab in the wrong direction. There was another situation there. The margins are so small, and Bloom has put on 86% as a result of those 2 little minor situations going not in Peli's favor. And the margins are small at this level of play, people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you cannot be making even the slightest bit of error because a player like Bloom will certainly capitalize on them. But again, Peli is making this competitive. He's bringing it close. The percentages are certainly even up between them. He's got to be careful. Again, got to watch out for things like that witch time, or even the bat within to sort of catch him, you know, when he's not aware. But certainly right now, Peli in a place where he could potentially take a small lead.
Oh, just
Or
side
get
Bs. Or get jab, yeah.
Or get jabbed.
Side B straight into it. Again, just good awareness from Bloom there, sort of setting up the wall of hitboxes from the rapid jab, baits it with some empty jumps, and just times that back air perfectly to catch the ledge jump. Possibly one more stock here, Smart.
Yeah,
one
we're
more
hearing the
stock.
chant start to come out from the crowd. Bloom obviously aware as well. Victory is within his grasp, his first tea party. But you know Peli's not going to give up just yet. He's been in this position so many times before. He wants to take this tournament. He's got a mountain to climb, but he is a player that can certainly do it.
Yeah, we'll see. There's no real desire from either of these players to try and rush anything at this stage.
No, not at all.
You see Peli sort of playing the more passive role. I think Peli's almost trying to buy time for himself to think sometimes.
Yeah.
When he's kind of playing that slow pace, just thinking about sort of how he's going to play the next sort of RPS situation. Gets the grab.
Yeah, and that's going to be the kill. 37% last stock for Peli right now. Taking Bloom to his final stock as well, but does get caught by those witch twists, and this is so scary for Peli. He's got to be so careful.
He needs to find something, pull something out from the depths here. 78% though. That's still quite a few stray hits from Bayo or combos to get up to anything resembling kill percent.
Exactly.
We'll see. Here's the back throw.
I was going to say, and wait
a second.
That's going to be the up smash, and that is not it, actually, surprisingly. We saw the false kill screen as Peli does hang on.
Peli going for the high up B there. Still a mountain to climb here. Is he going to get the 6-0 that so many players dread?
It's the jab, but he rolls out of there. Peli still living on, but in the slimmest of margins, he has been granted life 2 times over. Peli, can you take this to the end? Can you gain that game? The grab comes out. Bloom chasing him off stage, going for the bullets as well. Peli just lands right in front of him, though, and unfortunately,
the forward throw was enough. And Bloom4Eva 6-0 over Peli.
Yeah.
Reminding everyone, look, I may not have been in winner's side, but I got to tell you, if you forgot who the best player in the UK was, you're looking at him on your screen, people.
Absolutely, yeah. Peli, I mean, he put up an incredible shot, obviously taking down Bloom in that winner's final set, showing that it can be done. But when Bloom is playing to win, well,
yeah, he was no Lucario, no messing around right there. Yeah. We're going to hit it over to GP to close us out.
Take it away.
Or to Rosa even.
Or to Rosa even. That works.
All's well?
All is well.
Hello, 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 everybody. Well. Now that was a grand finals. Give it up, one and all, to the winner of Tea Party 3, Bloom4Eva. And of course, give it up to everybody else who has been here today, whether you're competing, watching, or just having a bit of fun on the side. It's been great having you today. I think right now it is my job to say goodbye for the day, because I'm going to hand it back over to GP, you know, the one and only, who's going to introduce a very special guest for everybody. Take it away.
This was not part of the plan, but that is completely okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, she was here last time. Some of you wouldn't have seen her, but we're going to bring her back on stage again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to give a big, warm, loud welcome to the Mayor of Thetford, Councillor Jane James. Ladies and gentlemen, Jane has been a fantastic supporter of our event ever since we started up. So please give her a big warm moment as she gives us a couple of words as well.
Thank you all so much. And it's such a privilege to be back here again. And as GP said, 3 times now. You guys are awesome. And I just love the vibe in this room. I have been here for a little while. Might have had a couple of Guinnesses, but thank you so much for welcoming me in, because I'm not a gamer, I'll be completely honest. And the vibe in this room is just so fabulous, and everybody gets along so well. So thank you for adopting me, and well done all of you, because it's just been such a lovely evening. Thank you.
Right then, thank you very much to Jane. She's going to be presenting our awards for the event. So we're going to start off with doubles first, and I hope they're still in the venue because I don't know where they've gone. But if we got Wills and Captain JJ for 3rd place in doubles. There's Wills. Is JJ still here? All right. Oh, there he is. Joel, can you come and hold the microphone for me real quick? Can you give me the prizes? There are 2 medals in the trophy. 2 3rd place medals. Yeah, you got medals. There you go, Jane. You put them on them. Stay on stage. You're going to take a picture with Verdia. You just say, throw them on for us, guys. Everyone give a big round of applause to Wills and Captain JJ for 3rd place. And in 2nd place for doubles, we have Gaia and Maize Beans. So you guys can bugger off now. It's okay. Nah, go away now. Maize Beans is here. Where's Gaia gone? Gaia, there you go. He's there. Okay, there we go. Get on your medals, guys. Excellent. Thank you very much. And in 1st place for doubles, we have our international duo. We have Longo and Phoenix. Phoenix, someone get Phoenix from the bar. We need him. I know it's about the beer and the alcohol and such, but give him a minute. We need him. He doesn't drink. We know it's all about the J2Os. But we need him from the bar real quick. Phoenix, on the stage, please, buddy. Here he comes. On his way. It's coming a long way around. It's all good. It's all good. Get your medals on, King. There you go. We've got a picture just here. You can take a picture with the mayor. Take a quick picture. There you go. Third place trophy. The one that goes to me. There we go. Thank you very much. Right now, kicking off with the singles, the main event of the day. In 3rd place, we have Maize Beans. There we go. Grab a picture, grab your trophy. And give a big round of applause to Maize Beans for 3rd place. And in 2nd place, one of the original kings of the east of England, we have Peli. Is he at the bar? He left. Give me the trophy. I'll have the picture. I'll have the picture. Sure. I'll get him to it another time. And in 1st place, we have the King of Europe, Gluttony. Do not at me. He's the King of Europe, and I won't hear otherwise. Can we have Bloom4Eva? There you go, to the camera. All good? Right, once again, thank you to everyone for attending. Of course, if you are here for the after party, you are welcome to stay until 10 in the morning. So, the bar is open until 2 a.m. Make sure to grab your drinks while you can. The bar record, by the way, is 3.4K. Are we going to break that today? Damn right we are! So we're going to get some drinks in you. Enjoy your evening. The setups are staying on. When's Tea Party for? I will announce that one later. at a later date. I haven't got it ready yet, but we'll figure it out. But again, massive thank you to Jane for joining us. And by the way, are you open on Sundays? No, okay, never mind. Okay. By the way, she runs a bookshop in town, following Not Just Books on Twitter. Local business and all that. But other than that, I thank you all for joining us. Have a fantastic evening, and we will see you all throughout the night if you've got the after party. If not, we will see you all in 6 months for the next one. Good night. And good night to the stream. We'll see you all later.
It's come back to us, but
Brilliant stuff.
thank you so much, GB. And of course, thank you so much to everyone for watching from home. Of course,